Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I explain how to implement in C the menu bar, the MS-DOS typical menu bar. We need the beginning to define the structure of an option. We need to define the menu item that contains two fields: option, text 13 characters per option, fixed length, and message status. System is and we need to define the type for this menu item. Declare a menu item record and menu item pointer. This is a pointer to the structure and this is a record. We need to define a menu structure that contains a general configuration menu that contains a pointer of the items and the pointer of the first item. This is a pointer of the list of the items, and this is a pointer of the first item of the list. The table this type of implementation of list of items then is better than use the fixed length, because can add dynamically number of items on the fly. We need position of the menu, number of items of the menu, maximum items of the menu, and what is the selected item. And we need to define a type to use menu record and menu pointer. This is an initial structure to define a menu. This is a menu structure that configures the menu, and this is a menu item. What's next? What next is define the operations that can create the menu. We need to put this on the save menu dot here and new include menu. The header that defines the structures can pick and save menu. In the header that defines the all data structure that defines a menu, and the body of menu implementation. First, we need to define the menu init, and the first parameter is, for example, is the position, short teach, short y, and short adds items. In the imperative programming language. That is manner to define the data type and an operation on the data type. In this example, our data type is the menu, and the menu, we have the menu init and returns the pointer of the menu. To declare the menu, we need to declare the new pointer to the menu and return menu. What next? Next is reserve memory, reserve for memory to save the menu configuration and the menu structure, the length of menu record +1 to save the 1 extra byte, and next can set up the menu, the coordinates, and the number of items. This is a number of added items, initially 0 items. We need the max items. This is this function like a object-oriented constructor method. This is initialization menu. And need to initialize the list of items and reserve menu item pointer. This is a casting of the reserved space. Dice of menu item record +1 times max items menu first item points the same memory address like items. Memory for match items list. This is a main initialization function of menu item. Next, we need add menu item void menu add item menu pointer menu. If you observe, the constructor of the menu returns the pointer of the menu, and the next functions to manage the menu, the first argument is the menu that use. Item record atom. This function add a new item to the list. We're working on the pointer techniques like items plus plus equals item. Adds new item at the end of list, on the end of list, and then add the new item and increase point and increase the counter num items plus. This is a simple technique that adds n items into the memory. Use the pointer and increase the pointer and equals to the item. To the add the control to avoid out of list, we need to put this check num items is greater or equal menu mass items return. This is check that this condition checks is out of or not allocated space. Next, we need the, for example, we need the menu print, menu pointer, menu. This function, simple, prints the menu on the screen. First, we need the we get the first pointer, the first item, and iterate number of items, use the pointer. First locate the options in the position. Plus and 6 pointer. Example, align left aligned 20 letters, item pointer, option text, and increase pointer, and jump to the next option. This is a simple main menu item iterator using the pointer. Get the first item pointer and use the number of items counter increase when you add each menu item, and iterate and increase the pointer to get the next menu item. We need a menu dispose to free menu pointer to free allocate the memory. Free menu. This is a first functions. that added to menu library. I can compile to try compile match items F sites illegal use of pointer menu init. Take care. We need to compile one error. Items. I'll retry the compile. 0 errors. Okay. This is a simple program to define the simple menu on the screen. Maybe we need to test the first. We need to test the first menu, for example. Menu pointer, menu initialization 10 two options. For example, can create two menu items, record item 1, and use the brackets to initialize the structure. Example, the first field is option 1, this is option 1, and menu item record item 2, option 2, this is option 2. That create define the menu and the two items, and we need the add two items into the menu. New add item menu item 1, and menu add item menu item 2. For example, clear screen, menu print, menu, and waiting for the chat. Maybe we need to include the console input output. Compile, no errors. This is the first menu. Option 1 and option 2. Can relocate this menu at the top of the screen. For example, this is option 2 and works. This is the first approach to create the menu. What next? Next, for example, we can define the menu read for navigate into the menu. For to do this, we need to define something interest, like a keyboard reader, for example, a keyboard read. To read the menu, read the menu, this function that waiting to press the key and navigate into the options of the menu, while not that's it. What next, or what needed? Menu select item, menu 1 is for true or false. So select item. This is the first. We need add the additional. We use now this property of a structure that contains what is the default, what is the actual option selected. By default, this option is 0. Menu select that item 0, and this function that selects the actual selected item. We need to read the keyboard with the home function. The read keyboard. For read the keyboard. What is the read keyboard? So let's it 0 and short selected item by default means 1. This function read the menu and return what is selected item. To read the keyboard, we need define a special function that returns what is first. Try to get wait for key press if key is 0, that means is a control special key like arrow, What if the first character read from the buffer is 0? We need the get next key next character from the buffer. Get next char from keyboard buffer, because the special keys sometimes preceded with a 0 character and the special character next. If next equals 4060 nets, that means KApp. If next is 15 in nets, let's move K down. There's two special. Can define K left and K right. Similar is in the 0 case. Other case is simple. Return K, enter, and if key escape. Otherwise other. This is a function that process and read the keyboard, the special characters. We need the waiting for the key press. Determine that means is a special keys that arrow keys. We need the first 0 character and get the next character from the keyboard buffer. And determine depends on this code is K up or K down, and is have only one code is the simple key, normal key, enter or escape or other. What next? We need to define the enumerate type that contains these types, these different types. Can define in the same structure enum can define the different types of press, for example, K up, K down, K enter, key, escape, and key other. F2 to save and pick another file and return. This is a keyboard read function that uses into the keyboard read. Well, now can define different types of behavior of the keys on the menu. Let's go. When enter, exit this one and exit, and select like selected item equals menu selected item. In case escape, exit one. When not achieve the break, these two sentences is come enter, not break, and continue, can delete. These different types of behaviors. Now we need to define the new function. Can navigate, menu, navigate, that defines the behavior of the navigation. Go up and gate menu, go down. How to define this? Well, simple. It's that simple. Menu, navigate, menu pointer, always menu pointer, that pointer the menu, and short direction. That's simple. What if the direction, go up, go down, do something else. If direction, go down, go up, another. What if it's simple? Menu, selected item, plus plus, menu, selected item, minus minus. We need the console to check the out of scope of the bounds of the menu. We need the check item is greater than num items minus 1. We need the menu selected item 0. If greater than number of items, we go the first item, and if menu selected item is less than 0, we need to go the last option. This is a menu wrap. Selected item is the menu num items minus 1. This is a simple function to navigate into the menu. Simple. Go up or go down. Also, we need to create a new enum. Numerate direction. Go up and go down. By default, the num, this is 0 and this is 1. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But for clarificate the code, is better than when use the finite different values, can use the enumerate to define the names for different actions or states. You can create an enum type. Is better for the best practices for the code and the read of code. Next, we need the paint and select the item. Now we navigate up and down, but not select anything. And for to do this, before we go up, you need to select item menu with this deselect. Can create new enum, selection, selected, unselected, for example. Pick the main file, example, unselected. Menu, do the same, select item, menu, unselected. And first we need the menu, select item, menu, selected. That select the first selected item is 0. When up, deselect the 0, navigate and select the 1. Let's go on. We need to define the new function that selects menu, select item, menu pointer, of course, and short selected. This argument that controls is selected or not is an option. How it works? First, we need to get the selected option, select option that points the selected option. What works? Works in this manner. We need to get the first pointer of the first item plus menu selected item. This works on the pointer. This is the first address of the first item plus a selected item and goes to the selected option. This is a pointer. If selected is selected, or similar if selected, for example, because the selected have the option 0 or 1, we can get, we put text color, for example black, text background white, else if unselected, reverse text color in the next improve of the code, we need to define the new attribute of the menu that defines the selected colors and unselected colors. Go to, we need to locate an option at the position X and the position I plus menu selected item. That position on the screen and print aligned left aligned string cell option text. This is select print function. Can try to compile. No errors. Just try. Well, what's next? Simple. Put on screen. We need the what is needed. Needed the menu read menu and try it. This is a simple function. We need clear screen, text background black, for example. And it works, but the go up don't works. Why? Why is this is incorrect. 46 is 48. Now it works. Now we have a simple menu implemented in C in the one file. In the next episode, we separate these functions in the different files and we learn how works the project file in the Turbo C. That's all, and see you on next episode.